think y'all know what time it is, man. Yo, what it do? SRT gang. It's your boy with the fat Swaggy Reacts, and we are back with another reaction video, man. And shouts out to that chapter. You feel me? Like, we finna get into a video today, man. Today we're gonna be checking out the the twisting Tyburski family affair, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, again, like, that chapter has dope storytelling videos, man, and we definitely finna check this one out, see what they're talking about. So if you guys enjoy these type of videos, man, also let me know about liking, disliking the video, like leaving a comment, just explaining like the video, or like how you feel about the video, and what I need to fix and stuff on the reactions as far as like the audio or anything like that. Like leave a comment down below, man, because I see every single comment that you guys leave. But yeah, like, this is what we're gonna be checking out, man. This is Scary Hour. I try to drop one of these every night for you guys. Know what I'm saying? And yeah, so if you guys enjoy scary content, hit that subscribe button, man. That's the only way we're gonna grow, one subscriber at a time, man. We're on the road to 100K. So without further ado, man, let's get into it. Let's go.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this whole video, what we are going to do is look at the story of a family, and just look at how lovely they can be. I am joking. The esteemed Tyburskis are our best buds in this video, a noble lineage hailing from Ohio. The family, they had their own trials and tribulations, some self-inflicted, others not so much. You had a Daryl, his wife Janet, and their 3 daughters, Shelly, Hannah, and Megan. That is what you had, but it's not what you have, so sure, you may as well give it a go.
Alright.
Time now for Mike's mandatory, geography lesson, right? That's what they say. You come for the crime, you stay for the geography, you leave for the humor. North Ridgeville is not north of South Ridgeville. If there is no South Ridgeville, why not just call it Ridgeville? I want that. What you might also want is some football helmets, and that's where Rachelle has a big old factory making them. North Ridgeville is not far from Cleveland and is home to 35,000 people. It's a fast-growing city surrounded by everything you need. Without the stuff you don't.
Okay.
It is a very safe city, one of the safest in Ohio. But sure, go on. Let's talk about one case that, impacted those stats. It began just after 1 p.m. on Sunday, the 15th of March, 2015. The weather was cold, snow was in the air, and near Victory Park in North Ridgeville, a call was made. A property owner was checking on his property on Victory Lane. He had just had some work done, and when he was out for a wander, beside a small snow bank lay a body. She was lying face down, nude from below the waist.
911, what is your emergency? Looks like a dead body laying here. Looks like a woman. I'm at the end of Victory Lane in North Ridgeville.
Oh my God. Possibly raped.
Upon inspection by the authorities, it seemed evident that blunt force trauma to the head was the most likely cause of death. But there was really nothing to give it away as to what happened to her. Sexual motivation seemed likely at the time, but what was interesting later was that it seemed that blunt force trauma had not killed her. In fact, when the autopsy was done, the coroner said that she hadn't been beaten enough to have died from it. He couldn't exactly tell what killed her. He would keep, diving in there, but suffocation probably was most likely. But that was not the only mystery that began that Sunday afternoon. They had no idea who she was. Her fingerprints revealed nothing, didn't show up on any kind of database, no ID, no record, didn't match any missing persons reports. She'd been dead for about 24 to 48 hours. She'd probably been dumped there as there was no scene at the park. There were no other indications of any kind of event taking place there. The event being murder. Likely, she'd been dumped as the Ohio Turnpike goes right by the park. Perhaps she'd been, abducted, kidnapped. They found ligatures around her wrists. What happened, and then she was dumped. The only thing they could say was that, in hopes of getting some kind of identification, was that, she was a white woman between the ages of 18 and 35. That fucking narrows it down. About 200 pounds with Chinese characters tattooed on her arm, and a flower on her upper back. She had a number of scars on her face and brown hair. Police don't tend to normally release, the face of the victim. In this one, it's just like Bill McGuire, if you remember that one from a couple of weeks back with Melanie McGuire. They released an image. They did this again in this case to the public in hopes somebody might, oh shit, that's her.
North Ridgeville police are taking all of the steps they can to try and identify the woman whose body was found in that field here in North Ridgeville Sunday afternoon near the Ohio Turnpike, not far from Lorraine Road. And they've taken a very rare step this afternoon at a news conference that just ended here at the police station. They actually showed us, the news media, a black and white photo of the woman's face from her autopsy today through the Lorain County Coroner's Office. Now, we have chosen not to show you that photograph tonight, although North Ridgeville police are keeping people updated to the minute on their Facebook page. They did give us such a good description, though we feel that could help if you know her. She's a Caucasian female, 5'9", 5'10", 200 pounds.
As I said at the top, this was North Ridgeville, a place with a non-existent murder rate. Cops ran out of options real quick as to what to do. Scattershot, and hopefully someone will recognize the poor woman. Thing is, it worked. They soon got a ring saying, yeah, I know who that is. That's my daughter.
Whoa!
I just saw a picture of my daughter, and I haven't seen her since Thursday night.
Okay, what's your first name?
Janet
Okay, and your last name?
Tyburski. Oh my God.
Okay, it's okay.
This is a nightmare.
I'm sorry, what's your daughter's first name?
Rachelle.
Wow, Rachelle.
On the phone was Janet Tyburski. Found was her daughter, 26-year-old Rachelle Shelly Tyburski. Shelly was born in 1988, older sister to Hannah and Megan, and daughter of Janet and Daryl Tyburski. Together, they had a happy little life living in Lakewood, Ohio, not far from North Ridgeville. That is until a tragedy struck. In 1999, Daryl Tyburski, he was driving along late one night. He went off the road. His car went off the road. He ended up crashing into a boat trailer in Detroit, if you can believe that, and he was killed instantly. The remaining Tyburskis, his wife and 3 daughters, had to pick up the pieces. Daryl had been a successful college football player, and after that, a successful attorney. He had a great career ahead. Now it was over, and Janet became a stay-at-home mother and poured everything into raising her 3 daughters. However, after...
Wow, bro, that's a strong woman right there, man. Like, wow, like R.I.P. to Daniel and Raquel, man. Like, this is terrible.
Daryl's death, things would understandably never be the same again. Yep. Shelly began to exhibit symptoms of bipolar disorder. She began lashing out at her mother, who was already struggling with 3 daughters to raise by herself.
Right.
While Hannah would be a top student, top athlete, and eventually go to Oberlin College, Shelly, her older sister, was the opposite.
Well, August 24th was... August 24th was probably one of the worst days. 10 years ago on August 24th, my father passed away. So, whatever, crap happens.
Whoa.
Same shit every day. Learn to deal with it, But,
Whoa! That's all you gotta say for your dad's passing? Like, shit happens? Like, whoa, what? Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
So, whatever, crap happens.
Whatever.
Same shit every day. Learn to deal with it, But, 10 years ago, I didn't know what to do. So, I didn't cry. But I thought to myself, you know, I gotta live on. I gotta move on. It's what he wants.
When she was young, she would be running away from home all the time, and she'd be constantly moving in and out of her mother's house. Shelly would eventually move in with a divorced musician named Tommy. That's like 4 red flags right there.
Right.
He was 20.
Like, why is she, like, she's already dating with a dude that's literally divorced. That's, you know what I'm saying? So you already know that they probably still messing around. For one, it's like, why are you, like you're in and out the house constantly. Now you moving this dude in? Nah.
Shelly would eventually move in with a divorced...
well, like she would move in with him. You know what I'm saying? But that's still...
mother's house. Shelly would eventually move in with a divorced musician named Tommy. That's like 4 red flags right there. He was 20 years older than Shelly. That's 5. And in 2011, she had a son with him, Cole.
I hear you knocking on my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Gone,
dating an older guy at that? Oh, man. I mean, a much older guy at that. He, like they say, he was 20 years older than her.
The city and I lost my band. I watched the needle take another man. Gone, the damage done.
That, shockingly, hold on to your butts, didn't last. Soon after, Shelly and Cole moved back in with Mama Bear Janet after Hannah and Megan moved out and they went to college. And then, very late on the 12th of March, they were a happy little family living in this house together. Janet, her daughter Shelly, and her grandson Cole. It came to an abrupt end when Janet said Shelly left that night and she never saw her again.
Well, here comes an ad.
It's free. Don't tell anybody, it's free. Again, your first bottle.
Janet didn't report her daughter missing as she assumed she was out doing what she had done before, and she would come back eventually. That was until she saw the news.
Police say family members identified 26-year-old Rachelle Tyburski after seeing media reports. This is a photo her family just released to News Channel 5. Her body was found in a field off Victory Lane in North Ridgeville Sunday afternoon. Police say she had been dead 24 to 48 hours before her body was found.
And so the police went to speak with Janet and Hannah. Hannah had come back from college because, well, Shelly had been acting out a lot lately. She'd been going through a bad time. And it turned out she had reignited, the flame with her old spark, Tommy.
2:30, it would have been Thursday and Friday morning. Okay. Mom, I'm going to Tommy's. Tommy's picking me up. Okay.
Did you see her leave on Thursday night?
I heard her.
You know if Tommy's been in any trouble or anything?
Yeah, I think so. The ex-wife has the restraining order placed.
Okay.
He does.
For assault. For assault. Restraining order because he's abusive. Oh, Lord. See, here we go. He's abusive.
Ex-wife has the restraining order placed.
Okay.
He does have a weapon in his apartment.
Does here.
He does?
Janet said he was bad news. He had been involved with the police from time to time and liked to party hard. Liked a few sips, maybe more than a few. Hannah too confirmed it.
And he's an alcoholic. Like, what the? How many more red flags do you need to not date this dude? But you want to go back. I understand y'all have a child together. Well, yeah, but you don't have to be together. And now
that Shelly had gone to Tommy's that night. That's where they believed she had gone. And word from there was that he could be, from time to time, a little bit more free with his hands than he should be. Janet said she heard a car pull up outside their house, assumed it was Tommy, and that's where she went. So police went to speak with him at his place in Cleveland. But Tommy said he hadn't spoken to Shelly since that Thursday night when Shelly's family said she left. He had tried calling her over the next day or two and got nothing.
Last communication with her was about 8:30 on Thursday night. And she was supposed to call me Friday morning, and she never did. Now that's the same time you say that Janet told you guys that I picked her up at 2 in the morning. And I never did.
And so he just ended up drinking all weekend. He loved a good blackout, so he did.
Well, I'm always drunk. So I'm just being honest with you. Like I said, the only reason I know it's Tuesday right now is I know it's St. Patrick's Day. All right, and I slept all day yesterday. The day before, I drank a bottle of Jack, half a bottle of Crown, and about 20 beers. So I've been in a blackout drunk for the last 4 days. She comes and goes, you know? I mean, I don't keep track of when she comes and goes.
Her and I've never had an argument, really. You and her never had any physical confrontations or never struggles or anything? No? I know how women are, so, I mean, sometimes they get out of hand, especially, you know, they're drinking.
Shelly's just a handful. Look, if she don't take her medication, man, she's really kind of loose. Look, she's a good girl, but she has serious personality disorders. She didn't have the maturity of a 26-year-old. She was more like a 14 or 15-year-old in her head. She's seen a psychiatrist regularly. Like I said, she always said a lot of stuff that was untrue. Mm-hmm. You know, my probably told you that she has personality disorders.
So if Shelly didn't go to Tommy's, where did she go?
She cheats on
me. I mean, what you guys thinking right now? What you guys thinking right now? You guys think he did it? Like, let me know down in the comment section, man. Or could it have been possibly someone else? But, like, I don't know. I mean, I say, like, everything is pointing to him because he's already gone through a restraining order for assault. He's a heavy drinker. Like, he's freely with his hands. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but let's see, man. Let's see.
Where did she go?
It's getting juicy, though.
She cheats on me all the time. It's a regular thing with her. Like, last time she cheated on me, she met this guy, and then took off with her. I didn't know any idea where she was for 3 days. Whoever she went with picked her up off of Facebook, I guarantee you. You get her mom's computer, you got to find out who she was talking to.
Following up on Shelly's social media accounts, it turned out she had in fact been messaging clickety-clacketing a few lads, but when the police followed up with each of them, there was nothing there. They were all like alibied out, banned sooner that weekend. So later on,
so maybe he just assumed that she was cheating, and then, bro, again, he's been drinking. You know, like when you guys like when people drink, some people don't know how to control their liquor. They get violent. They want to fight. Know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's crazy.
There was nothing there. They were all like alibied out, banned sooner that weekend. So later on, the coroner determined two things. First being was that she had in fact suffocated to death. That was the cause of death, suffocation. Second was that although she was naked when Shelly was found, she was naked below the waist and her top was pulled up, her breasts were exposed, she hadn't been sexually assaulted. And in fact, when you combine that with the fact that there was shit around her wrists, like she'd been tied up, it actually looked staged. Like someone had wanted it to make it look like what the police thought, that she had been kidnapped and, you know, it would have been a sexual motivated, blah blah blah. It had probably been staged, and probably by someone Shelly knew well. Tommy, most likely suspect, continued to deny any involvement. And he did the old switcheroo. He said you need to go back to the beginning and look at her family.
Dude, just the whole story that Janet's telling, man. She's leaving out. She's not telling you the whole truth. She's not telling you the whole story. There's something wrong there, you know? You know, I really think that her mom could do something like that, man. But
things had not been good. There had been fights. In fact, in the September before, so 6 months before Shelly was dead, she had called the cops on Janet, saying she was being abusive. Not only that, Tommy said there had been a lot more trauma in Shelly's life than they knew. Even more trauma than Shelly's dad, Daryl, passing away in a car accident. Most likely it was drunk driving. He had been coming home from a party. Shelly had told Tommy that her dad, Daryl, had molested her as a kid, and Janet knew full well about it, and just did fucking sweet football. Now, it had been said before that Shelly made up a lot of shit. She had her own mental issues. Maybe it was just in her head. But when Tommy brought this up with Janet, she flew off the handle.
you know, I gotta be honest, dude. She was pissed off about that whole thing. You know, she's not being honest to you guys about the whole story, and that they were arguing about it. I just got a bad feeling about her, man. This just don't make sense. Because I know she's lying. I know it, and she knows it. You're figuring it out, but you'll see, you know. I haven't been dishonest about anything this whole time. I told you everything.
Okay, so now you have both Janet and Tommy both denying they had anything to do with Shelly's death, and in fact both of them fucking dumb and dumber over here, pointing the finger at each other. So what the police did then was go and talk to someone who's like in between.
This is getting good, yo. Who the hell, like, bro? It's like, bro, who did it?
They went to speak with Hannah, Shelly's younger sister, 19 years old and a college student. She said she hadn't seen Shelly all weekend.
Yeah. What time would you say you were here? About 10. Okay. You know what time it is. Get up to the question. You need to get out and find the hospital. I think it's time to go home.
But she did give conflicting accounts of when she had arrived back home from Oberlin that weekend. And when they asked to see her phone, Hannah walked out.
We told him where to go.
What?
No one want to go now.
Let me just, okay.
It's just what you have to say. It's so upsetting to you. Just say I can leave. Get the buzz out.
Yeah, well, understand. Okay, and there's many consequences that you have to take into consideration. This is not going away, Dennis. It's not going away.
Maybe it was those closest to her after all. Next, the police got a search warrant of Janet's car, and they found blood on the door.
Yo, hold up. Whoa. Yo. Found blood on the hook.
The police got a search warrant of Janet's car, and they found blood on the door. And then finally, what the police did was they got a hold of all the surveillance footage between the Tyburski home and where Shelly had been found. And what they found was that on the morning of the 15th, which was the day Shelly had been found, like very early morning, still dark, Janet's car had driven from her home to where Shelly had been found on Victory Lane.
Bro, you mean to tell me that... Nah, bruh.
When the blood in the car came back and matched Shelly's blood, they knew her family, probably her mother, had killed her. Janet was not having it.
Okay. We have reason to believe that Shelly never left the house.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we know that something happened.
Okay.
We know that something happened at the house.
Okay. What do you think? What do you
Well,
believe?
Remember I told you we do, you know, if you watch CSI and all that stuff, we do everything.
Bro!
You know, and we try to confirm and we try to check out what people tell us and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and as part of that, like I said, we do the history. We do the, you know, we pull videotape. You know, there's houses and stuff that have video, and they can tell whether, you know, if there's activity and stuff like that with businesses. Right. I mean, we've been scouring. I mean, you have to understand, this has been, 2 weeks?
Oh, I know you have. I'm no doubt.
And we've come to the conclusion that something happened at the house.
Bro.
Okay. Do you have...
And that's why...
Do you have
That's why I want
evidence
to
of
talk
this?
to you. Well, and that's why I wanted to talk to you.
No one. Probably suspect number one.
Well, like
I know
said,
it. But I didn't do it.
I mean, but why would you think, again, okay, she's pretty much telling herself already, because no one said she was suspect number one. Like, the husband, I mean, her boyfriend was suspect number one. Like, you were just, like, you know, quite, bro.
Probably suspect number one.
Well,
I know it. But I didn't do anything to her.
No.
I emphatically deny.
What we know, and like I said, this is based on the evidence, what we know is that this, whatever happened to Shelly, this was done either in anger, a fit of rage, or passion, what they call a crime of passion, whether it's love, hate,
What evidence are you able to share with me? You're saying you found evidence.
Well,
what is that evidence? That's
Janet,
what I've been waiting to hear.
Janet, the evidence is that we know something happened at the house.
But you can't tell me concretely. I'm waiting to hear what number one, what you found so far.
She left the interview and the investigation continued. The police got a search warrant, and as they arrived at her house, confronting her one more time, Janet just came out and said it.
We had to seize your vehicle.
Oh.
The prosecutor believes that he was used in the commission of a crime.
Okay. Is there something found in the vehicle?
Yeah. Something found in the vehicle, there's something found at the crime scene.
Are you able to tell me what was found?
No. And here's, and I'm going to tell you right now, Janet, you know exactly what happened, you know what was done, and the evidence is going to tell us that. I know the truth. We know the truth. And
you tell me what you feel the truth.
No, I'm not. This isn't. Tell me what you have, and I'll tell you the truth. This is the time. You tell me what happened.
I'm going to go ahead and confess to killing Rachelle. It has been escalating. I know.
Bro! Yo! Are you fucking bro, listen, bro. Oh my god, bro. Own mother, bro. I want to apologize to the guy that I was, cause like earlier in the video, I was just saying, oh yeah, he's 100% the guy. Know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, look at his past. He's going through a restraining order with his wife for assault. He drinks a lot. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes he gets physical. I mean, come on, bro. He was pointing all the red flags. But, whoa! Mom Dukes!
Killing Rachelle. It has been escalating. I felt safety was definitely at risk. And I killed her in the early hours of Friday 13th in a crime of passion.
Janet was taken in on the 5th of May. Janet said that Shelly had just become more delusional, more violent lately, and she had started to become scared for Cole, for her grandson. Not only for her grandson, but for herself too. Janet had tried to ask Shelly, for custody of Cole, and that did not go down too well at all. In fact, then Shelly just said she's going to take her son and go off with Tommy and leave Janet with swinging in the wind. According to Janet, she followed that swiftly up with, I'm just gonna fucking kill you. So Janet,
crazy.
Not too keen on that. Try to change attack. She just switched lanes real quickly, and so when Shelly was asleep that night, she went up with a pillow, and Shelly started fighting back, and they fell to the ground. And Janet started smashing her head and face into the wooden floor. Shelly eventually stopped fighting.
After that happened, did you go to bed or did you stay up?
Crazy,
I went to sleep.
Janet then called Hannah.
And then just went to sleep like, oh well, job. Like, what? This lady's an animal, bro. Your own daughter, bro.
Or did you stay up?
I went to sleep.
Janet then called Hannah and told her to come home. She asked her other daughter to help move the body of the one she killed.
Oh my God.
I should have stopped Hannah. Should have never been involved in that.
And that's why when the investigators asked for her phone, she immediately wanted to leave because she already knew what was about to happen. Because she's an accomplice now. Like, she knew what happened, and she should get just as much time as the mom because she knew what happened.
What do you think? She killed him. A burden and a sort of a chaos.
This is crazy.
You know?
I guess Hannah felt she had no choice.
What do you do in the moment? I was feeling angry, but I didn't. Mom's in trouble. No, I guess some people would ask.
Wow, bro.
While confessing, Janet called Hannah on the phone.
I just confessed to murdering Rachelle. Yeah, I did, honey. I told him, I'm telling him everything that happened. And I know that they feel that you're an accessory after the fact, though.
For sure.
So they're going to be talking to you. Okay?
For sure.
I love you, Hannah. And I'm sorry for involving you in this and moving your body. I'm so sorry.
That's crazy.
Way to throw your own daughter under the bus. Well, I suppose she did already prove she's such a good mother. She murdered her own daughter.
The Lakewood mother accused of doing the unthinkable, killing her own child.
And dumping the body in a field. Now as the woman appears before a judge, stunned supporters cope with the news.
To make sure I have an attorney, I'd like to request a court-appointed attorney.
Janet Tyburski showed no emotion and acted very calm during her video arraignment before a judge this morning. North Ridgeville police arrested Janet Tyburski yesterday at her Lakewood home. The same place where investigators tell me this mom suffocated her daughter to death on Friday, the 13th of March.
Janet's defense when it came to trial was that it was in self-defense, that she'd been backed into a corner by Shelly. Like an abusive relationship, you know. Interesting. Okay, she was just getting so violent, so dangerous. I had no choice but to kill her. Yeah, why not? But a little bit more investigating showed that, well, Janet didn't work. Right? She was a full-time mad bastard instead. And so she'd gone into debt. Her house was not going to be her house for much longer. The bank was sending her angrier and angrier letters. So, like a gambler, didn't she just happen to put a few bob on Shelly that she might accrue if she died? Some may call life insurance. I call it pretty much like every motive ever.
There's no way, bro. A parent got you know life insurance on their daughter, and they want to just try to get the life insurance to. So they go the length of killing their own. I don't get it, bro.
If she died. Some may call life insurance. I call it pretty much like every motive ever, to the point I don't even have to say it anymore. I can just do the.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is like mind blowing right now.
Really look at life insurance policy, you must have your sister.
And so, knowing that the prosecution knows this, Janet took a plea deal. The deal allowed Hannah to avoid a prison sentence. Hannah Tyburski pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of gross abuse of a corpse, and for that she was given a 90-day suspended jail sentence and ordered to pay a $750 fine. Janet was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 19 years.
This is crazy, bro.
It's something I have to live with, and I'm so sorry to everybody.
And Shanae. That's the end of that one. Pretty messed up family. Kind of reminds me of the Stouty one all over again, only instead of poisoning, she just fucking suffocated. With the old pillow trick, you know. Janet wanted control over Shelly. She thought she was expendable and a loose cannon, who she just would rather not be around anymore. But she wanted to come off as, hey, I'm the real victim here. I put her out of her misery. Crime of passion, crime of sympathy for her grandson. She just wanted to save her grandson. Nope. She wanted her daughter gone so her life would be easier and richer. Pretty much psychopath, true and true.
Wow, bro. Like,
classic case, though, of, ooh, poor me, though. Now, give me life insurance, baby, yeah, I want it. Now, she's gonna be wanting a hell of a lot more than that. Let me tell you.
Right. That was crazy, bro. Shouts out again to, hold up. Is that it?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to that chapter, bro. The Tyburski family, bro. What the hell, bro? That was crazy. I was not expecting that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro, but whoa. How do y'all feel? Leave it down in the comment section, bro. Like, how do y'all feel about this, bro? Like, what? Do y'all feel like she got what she deserved? Like, did you guys know her from the jump that it was gonna be the mom or anything like that? Like, let me know down in the comment section, bro. Like, this was a good one. This was a good one. I'm glad I reacted to this one, bro. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Get this video here to 300 likes, and we definitely gonna see what's up when they drop another one, bro. Shouts out to that chapter, man. And SRT gang, I am out this thing, man. Let's get it.